continuing with the fourth page of the lesson, Father's Help. The first three pages we have already finished in the previous class, and for today we will start with the fourth page. What we learned in the first three pages, it was just that Swami, a boy who studies in Albert Mission School, is not willing to go to the school, and that is why he makes a false story. So what do we read? There is a story inside this story, Father's Help, which is being made by the boy Swami. And he convinces his mother not to go to the school as he has having no important class and he has a headache. When his father came to know about him, then his father insisted that you must go to the school. It is because you kept roaming, loafing about on Sundays. That is why you are having a headache. So you cannot miss your school. And then when he says that he will be punished by his teacher Samuel as he goes late to the class. If he goes late to the class, his father took it as a challenge to see what the teacher Samuel can do to the pupil. Pupil here is the student. As described by Swami, Samuel was very violent teacher. He used to cane the students till that time that he sees the blood on the hands of the students and make them to smear on the blood on the student's face. So what did his father do? In order to teach a lesson to such a teacher, he wrote a letter to the principal. It was a complaint letter which he handed over to Swami to deliver to the principal. And he asked him that he would definitely like to have an acknowledgement when he returns from the office in the evening. So what is the work given to Swami? First of all, he has to go late to the school, to the class, and face his teacher Samuel, and then he has to even submit the complaint letter. And whatever he told about Samuel, he was now believing that, thinking that was it correct or not, and then he is very hesitant to deliver the letter to the principal. And not only he has to deliver, but also he has to get an acknowledgement in writing from the principal that the letter has been taken and some or the other action is going to be taken against the teacher Samuel. Now let's read further. Swami went to school feeling that he was the worst perjurer. Now, who is a perjurer? Perjurer on earth, the person who makes false promises to himself. Okay, sometimes we are lying and we do some kind of mistake and then we make a promise to ourselves that from next time onwards I am not going to do this, I am not going to say lies, I am not going to fall into this pit which is being made by myself for me. So, and then when the situation comes, we do the same thing. We try to build up the same stories, the false stories. So such persons are known as perjurer. Okay, and he feels that he is the very worst perjurer because he keeps on making a promise to himself and he is the one who is not keeping up with his promises, and like it is because of his mistake he lands himself into some or the other kind of trouble. Okay, now his conscience. Conscience is the moral sense. Okay, now he is feeling very guilty. Why? Because whatever he has said for the teacher Samuel is not correct. So his conscience bothered him. That means it was troubling him. Okay, he was not feeling good about saying lies about the teacher Samuel, and he wasn't all sure that he was accurate. So he was not sure what he had said is correct or not, and he was in his mind deciding what he has said is how much it is correct, how much it was real. Imagine how much it was real. And then for a moment he stopped to think, okay, on the roads to make his mind about the Samuel. He is putting a lot of stress on his mind to recall the incident which he has described to his father, how Samuel behaves with the students. So he is trying to recall one of the such incident about Samuel and he was not getting any incident, and then he thinks he was not bad at all. He was not such a bad person at all. And then what he recalls about the teacher Samuel is given in this paragraph. Personally, he was more genial. Genial is friendly. That means Samuel was very friendly with Swami, cracking jokes with Swami, okay, around Swami. And when a teacher tries to crack a joke on you, it is some or the other way she or he is trying to give you a little attention. Okay, so he feels that he was like giving a personal regard, okay, giving you attention, making you feel little important. Okay, so there no doubt he treated it, but then he also agreed that he may be a good person, but he also, there is no doubt that he treated people's, that means the students, very badly. When he came the skills people had. Okay, so now what we need next is Swami cast his mind, thinking in his mind for an instance of this. Instance of this means example of this, when he could see or he would have remembered or experienced that the things which said by the Swami Bob Samuel of such incident he is thinking. So there was none within his knowledge. He could not remember any one of the example or incident. And then what he remembers, years and years ago, he was reputed to have skinned the knuckles of a boy. Now, he had not experienced personally what Samuel has done to a particular student or any of the student. He has been listening to the stories which is going from years and years ago. Okay, it's been passed on by the seniors to the juniors, and then what is believed that once Samuel has hit on the knuckles of a boy and that the skin has come out. He has personally not experienced it. Of the first standard, the boy was of the first standard and smeared the blood on his face, marked messily. Okay, randomly it was marked. No one had actually seen it. So this has been passed from the seniors to juniors and it has been spread among the students, but nobody has personally seen this incident. Okay, and the story persisted. It continued to exist. Persisted means continued to exist among the boys. Now, what we read next? Swami's head was dizzy. Dizzy means he was losing his senses. Okay, sensation, and he was feeling very shivery and losing his balance because of the fear. Okay, the fear of what story he has made. And regard to the Samuel character, and he was very confused about the Samuel character, whether he was good or bad, whether he deserved the allegations in the letter or not. What are allegations? Allegations of the claim made against, the complaints made against the teacher Samuel as directed by him to his father. Okay, so Swami felt that impulse to run home. Impulse means he was having a strong desire not to go to the school, because if he goes he has to deliver the letter. So he has a desire to run back to the home and beg his father and just try to convince him that he won't deliver the letter. But he knew that his father was obstinate man. Obstinate means stubborn. He won't agree at all. Okay, if once he has made his mind, he is going to do whatever he has decided. Now, what do we see next? As he approached Yellow Building, which building? Albert Mission School. So he realized that he was perjuring himself and was ruining his teacher's career. He was lying to himself, perjuring himself, he was lying to himself, and what could be the outcome of that? He could ruin his teacher's career and his life. And what would happen? Headmaster dismissed Samuel. As a result of this, the headmaster would dismiss Samuel and police would chain him, and he could be handed over to the police. Okay, and all this disgrace, humiliation and suffering, who would be responsible? Swami. Swami would be responsible. The humiliation, the suffering, or the inconvenience which the Samuel will be going through, who is going to be responsible? Swami is going to be responsible. So he shuddered. Shuddered means he was in a great shock that what crime I am going to do. Okay, so then the more he thought of Samuel, the more guilt he had within himself. Grieved of him. Grieved of him means he was feeling sad, expressing sadness. Okay, the dark face, the small red sleek eyes and thin line. So this is what he was remembering about his teacher Samuel. Now, let's see in the next page. His unshaven cheek and chin, his yellow coat, everything filled Swami with sorrow. So he was remembering the appearance of his teacher. This is the description of the appearance of his teacher. And then as he felt the bulge of the letter in the pocket, the weight of the letter in the pocket, what he felt like an executioner. Executioner means somebody who is carrying out the charge against somebody, taking the decision. Okay. Officer carrying death sentence. Okay. What he is doing, he is giving a death sentence to somebody. He felt that he has become that person. Okay, and he wanted, if he is not going to deliver the letter, what is going to happen? His father is going to be angry with him, and he should not fling into the gutter the letter of the man so unreasonable and stubborn. And he won't listen to me at all. Okay, that is what is mentioned here. Now, in the next paragraph, as he enters, an idea occurred to him. As he enters the school, suddenly an idea came to him that to deliver the letter at the end of the day. What did he thought of? And in this way, if I deliver the letter at the end of the day, I won't be disobeying my father. I will obey my father. He has told me to deliver. He has not told me to deliver at the beginning of the day or the end or in the middle. At the end I will do. Let me pass my day peacefully, and towards the end I will think what I have to do. And exercise his independence. That means throughout the day at least he can be relieved. He can independently, he can just peacefully live the day. Okay. So at the end of the day, and what did he thought of? He would give the chance. Samuel might do something to justify the letter. And he was thinking that maybe I am going late to the school, or throughout the day there may be one or the other chance where Samuel would behave in the same way as I have described about him to my father. So I may get a chance to deliver the letter for a justificable reason. Okay, now Swami, what did you say? As he reached the classroom, he was asked, "Are you just coming to the class?" And who asked? Samuel asked him, as he was already late. He says, "You are half an hour late." Okay, Samuel says to him, "You are half an hour late," and Swami says, "I know it." Okay, and he is giving very mannerlessly here the answer. Instead of apologizing for coming late, he says, "I know it." Okay, showing attitude to the teacher. Why he is doing so? He wants to instigate Samuel, make him more angry, so that he would be attacked now, attacked by the teacher. Okay, so he almost prayed, "God, please make Samuel beat me." So we are praying that I should be escaped from the punishment, but what is he praying here? He wants to be get punished by the teacher to beat me. Okay, next teacher asks, "Why are you late?" Now Swami wanted to reply, "Just to see what you can do." Okay, but what did he say? Inside his mind he was saying that I just wanted to see what you can do, and then I will give the letter and it will be justificable. But what did he say? Instead he said, "I have a headache, sir." So say what is the excuse he is giving? That I had a headache. Then the teacher asks, "Why did you come to the school then? If you have a headache, if you are not well, then what is the reason that why you are here?" He says, "My father said that I shouldn't miss the class." So when Samuel hears this, the father is so particular about the class and this thing, he says, "Your father is quite right, and he is a sensible man." So here Swami is saved because of his father. Okay, Samuel liked his father's thought of sending the child even if he is little unwell and being particular about the studies. So he liked that, and he was excused by Samuel. And what did Swami say next? "You don't know my father has done to you." Swami thought not saying to the teacher, you don't know, you are praising my father, but you don't know what my father has done to you. What his father has done? He has written a letter of complaint against Samuel. So, all right, go to your seat. And then he was allowed to go and sit on his seat. Okay.